Hey guys and girls, Friendshipper here. So check this out. Check the power of Blair even with guns, okay? So firearm critical hit rate 1.46%, okay? That's the worst gun when it comes to critical hit rate. Nothing is lower than that. Getting it to 5% is insane, okay? Then we have weak point damage 2.8. Now check this out. Number 4, 20-second cooldown. Number 2, took me a few seconds, right? And now, boom, 45%. So that's what Ultimate Blair could do. That's how he can peak firepower, and that's how also increase here. And to me, the most surprising thing is that Blair, with a gun build, okay, actually tops and beats Enzo with a gun build and where is it? And tactical acceleration, okay. Tactical acceleration basically gives you unlimited ammo for 12 seconds, okay. And Blair beats that. He beats Enzo. I mean, if you don't know, he cannot use tactical acceleration, okay. I have to go with Cooper hollow rounds. But despite that, he still does better. Okay, so let's just show you guys. So there is my Enzo and my world record as Enzo. Okay, so number 1, 6 minutes 20. Oh, there's one more guy here, interesting. And that's my number 1 time here as Blair. So 5 seconds extra. Okay, so the second guy was 9:20. I have 6:16. Clearly, there's a gap in terms of the strategy we picked and what we decided to do here. Well, if you know Blair enough, you would know that a gun build is the way to go, okay? So, yeah, let's just go over the build really quick so you guys can understand how to harness that power, that critical hit rate, and max it out. Okay, so first, Cooper hollow points, alright? So that's, well, double gold walls, as you can see, 90. Trigger rate is maxed out, and base recoil increase is maxed out, which gives me more power in the end, okay? So every stack gives me 8%. Right. Backdraft. Backdraft is, well, let's explain that to you very precisely, okay? So what I showed you at the beginning is what Backdraft does, okay? So every time you use number 4, there is a few flame zones that are being created, okay? And you get right away for a duration, the duration of the flame zone, okay? Which is 26 seconds. You get 6% critical hit rate increase, okay? Because every time I use number 4, there is 5 flame zones that are created. I get, well, you get around 36%, okay? I also like to create an extra flame zone here. So 36% critical hit rate increase raw. That's insane, okay? Then we have a firearm critical hit damage increase as well of 20%. And that's for even just one flame zone, okay? So that's very, very strong. So yeah, already you can pretty much add the 20, I would say 30-40% extra damage if you combine the critical hit rate increase and the critical hit damage increase, okay? Then when you use skill number 2, also usually right after skill number 4, okay, you get this, and this gives you firearm article increase amount 20%. Yeah, so that's another extra, okay. And you also get the weak point damage increase per flame zone. So because you create 5 or 6, it's 6 times 5, it's like 30% weak point damage increase as additional damage. So all of this pretty much, I think almost really doubles your firearm damage, okay? So double, that's just nuts to me. So that's what Blair does with his little, well, with his massive balls, I would say, because the whole strategy is to throw your big ball around and just harness the power of your ball, okay? I mean, that's literally what you do visually, okay? So, anyways, no more joking. So, to further increase and really go deep down with that, maximize duration is there, along with skill extension to really increase the duration for which these buffs last. Okay, so here you can see 35 seconds, alright? And for my flame zones, they do last 26.5 seconds, okay? So that's enough for me to rotate between my 3 guns and get a massive gun increase damage thanks to the duration, okay? Then we have the usual extra HP, electric antibody, shot focus, HP amplification, a little bit of range to hit with my fireballs, with my fireballs, the bots and the boss, just to add a little bit of damage. Even though I don't really care about the damage I do with my axial skill power, that's a little secondary. Multi-talented to help with the cooldown. Okay, every time you use number 4, you get minus 20% right before using it. So instead of 45 seconds cooldown, you have 45, as you can see on the video. Every time it's 19 seconds. Okay, very important. Yeah. So I enable fingers and picoration to get that cooldown really to a sweet spot. So every time I rotate and use my free guns, boom. Then I use my skill power, get my burst, and boom, just use my free guns again. Okay. For the reactor, I went with Colossus and Fire skill power boost ratio. Okay, because every time I'm using my number 4, I'm holding my hand cannon in my hands. Okay, so I was like, why not? I could have put duration and skill cooldown there, but honestly, I think I reach a sweet spot anyway. So why not a little bit of extra damage with a very good cool reactor? Here weak point damage 5%. So this increases the total of whatever I get from all of my bursts and all of my everything in my build basically gets boosted by 5% at the same time. Okay. And here we have fire rate 5%, which, as everybody knows, it's meta and it's extremely strong. Same thing. It multiplies your overall fire rate by 5%, so extremely strong. Okay. Don't miss on that. Now for the Arche tuning. So for a gun build Arche tuning, okay, you want to go with default centralization. So Blair has it on the top left, which is perfect. So once again, something related to guns is within Blair's Arche tuning skill tree. Then I decided to go full critically damage, critical hit rate, bonus firearm ATK versus Colossus, a little bit of extra HP, and this might be surprising to you, but I went with some hit power accuracy to be a little bit more accurate, because I was like, why not? If I spend a few points, why not being more accurate, since I'm on console and this is hard as F to actually aim at the weak points. This is not an easy task, guys, especially when the trigger module that I'm using, Cooper Hollow Points, make this even harder. Okay, this makes my aim bounce even more. Inversion reinforcement, I didn't really care, but apparently I have related to landing a firearm critical hit. Okay, so ammo system, so I reload even faster my gun. Toxic focus rounds, obviously, and a little bit of MP, which I don't even know why I use, but why not? Doesn't matter. Probably should have went with that to get an extra little bit of damage, actually. Now for the gun builds. So the combination I learned from the player Bunny Hama, very, very cool. So you can use a tool as daggers and have Firing Fiesta proking on both. Okay, so what you want to do is have Firing Fiesta not maxed out, and Tenacious Hunter not maxed out. Okay, so they both work. They both work on both guns. Simple as that. That's the trick here. About that, check my rolls on both. I don't know which one is better. I would think this one, as you can see by the DPS, but the Colossus DPS isn't really working here, so we will never know. I don't know, I have a little bit of multi-hit damage here, multi-hit chance, but without lowering my critical hit damage. Okay, so it's just multi-pressing trigger. Here I probably have the same exact thing. Yeah, so yeah, very, very simple build. Now my malevolent build, it's a build that you're not going to see often. Okay, so that's a critical hit damage malevolent build. All right, and it might be surprising to use the way I build it. Okay, so charge amplification, I know it is surprising, it does lower my firearm critical hit damage by 35%, but the ATK I get in return also increases my firearm critical hit damage indirectly. Okay, so this is actually better than if you would be using bullet integration, which does not lower your firearm critical hit damage. Okay, surprisingly this is better. Okay, so go with this. Then firearm critical hit damage plus 43% to make up for that, okay? And better insight to get a bit more fire critical hit rate. So yeah, but toxic circulation, well, you can check the build. No, payout is really the main module here. Right, so that's pretty much it. So have fun playing Blair, guys. He's good with guns. He's good with everything. He can be fun anywhere, in any game mode, in any mission. Anything is fairly strong, except maybe, just maybe, for the World Crusher. Maybe just feel free to prove me wrong and try to beat the World Crusher with his build. I think you would do decent. I really think so. So yeah. Oops. Have fun. Yeah. See you next video. Like and subscribe for more, and yeah, oops, something fell, my bad. Yeah, see you next time, bye bye.